Welcome.
Are you ready to thrive?
Of course you are. Life is all about thriving forward and doing things your way. Hello and welcome to episode 16 of the Breakaway podcast, where we challenge society, where we challenge society and talk about taboo topics. Today on the show, me and you, we're going to have a little discussion about how to get over the fear of being judged by others. Do you ever feel like there's something you truly want to do in your life? Maybe there's something that you have been saying that you want to do, but you just haven't done it because you were scared about what other people are going to think about this thing that you want to do. It could be starting a business. It could be starting a YouTube channel. It could be starting a podcast. It could be, I don't know, something in your life that it could be dating someone who's a different religion to you, or, there's so many things that we get scared about doing because it's going against society or it's going against what's normal to maybe your friends and family. So I really want to tackle this on today's episode, and it's my aim by the end of today that you think, do you know what? I am going to get that thing done, that one thing that you've been putting off for so long. I want you, by the end of today's episode about how to get over the fear of being judged by others, you're like, I am going to finally do it. Hello, my name is Veena V. I am a single mum and I love tea, cake, long walks in the countryside, and I also love to help you to build up your business on YouTube. If you want to learn to do what I'm doing right now, to get yourself on YouTube, no fear of others, you already know the power of what YouTube can do for your business. Maybe you want to start a brand from scratch, you've got to get on YouTube. You can build yourself a powerful and profitable business and brand by doing what I'm doing right now. And I want to help you. Just go to 10kyourway.com to sign up for this free training I've put together for you. It's like a 60-minute masterclass. And by the end, you're gonna know what my bulletproof system is to getting from 0 to 10,000 subscribers. If you're thinking, what? How has Veena got 10,000 subscribers? This channel hasn't. This is a brand new channel I started a few weeks ago. I have another YouTube channel that is close approaching 12,000 subscribers. So I've put all my knowledge together for you. If you're interested in that, go and sign up for it. Just go to 10kyourway.com. Okay, right. Let's get into this. Okay, how can you stop that fear of being judged by others? Now, a lot of people will say to you, maybe you've watched videos about this before or other podcast episodes that tackle this, and you'll get a lot of people that are going to say to you, get rid of those negative people. You don't need them in your life. Like, just get rid of them. Stop talking to them. But I always say, but what if that person that is judging you or that you think's going to judge you, what if they are a really close friend or family? You can't get rid of them. How can you just block someone off? It's really difficult to do that. So what I would say to you is limit your time with that person, or just don't talk to them about this thing you want to do. Now, I want to give my parents as an example as this. My parents are the most amazing people. They are so kind. They are so loving. They brought me and my brother up really well. But when I first started, I used to be a radio presenter. And when I first became interested in presenting, especially on the radio, they didn't understand why their daughter wanted to do this, because they both used to work in the NHS. Nobody in our family had ever done anything to do with, being in the media industry, presenting, anything like that. It's all very traditional jobs. So they just really didn't know what to do with me. They thought, why is she doing that? And I used to get frustrated with them when I was younger. I mean, this was much younger. When I was around 16, I got into the radio industry. I used to get really frustrated because I would feel, why don't they understand what I want to do? But as time went on, I realised it's not their fault, because they're not used to, they don't know anyone else that was living that life, that was in this industry. So it wasn't their fault. I didn't need to be frustrated with them. All I did was I still talk to them even to this day. Multiple times a day, I call my parents up. And even when I was younger, I just stopped talking to them about radio. So I would talk to them about everything else that was going on in my life, but anything to do with radio or the media industry, I didn't talk to them about it. So rather than thinking, oh, I've got to get rid of my mum and dad, no, they are the most amazing people. And I bet your friends or family that are judging you, or you think that they're going to judge you, they're not bad people. It's just that they don't maybe understand what you're trying to do. And again, it's not their fault. So my first tip to you would be just limit the amount of time you're spending with them, A, or B, just don't talk to them about that stuff. Even now with my parents, I'm now in the world of, entrepreneurship and business. I very rarely talk to them about stuff in my business because they still don't fully understand what I do. However, after what has been maybe 15 years or something now, nearly, that I've been on this different path, and they are slowly understanding, so I will mention to them certain things, and now they even join in with the conversations I have with them because they're slowly starting to understand what it is. Okay, so my first message to you is, if you're scared of feeling judged by other people, just understand that it's not their fault. Don't get frustrated with them. They just maybe don't know anyone that's trying to do what you want to do. Okay. The second thing I want to say to you is that I mentioned it a lot in what I was just saying, and it's, you think they're going to judge you. Look at yourself in this, okay? Look at yourself, because we're too quick to assume that we feel, is this making sense? We feel that other people are going to judge us. If you're listening to this on YouTube right now, okay, I want you to pause this video and write in the comments below. Have you ever felt that way? Have you assumed something very quickly? Like maybe, and I'm a culprit of this, I do it sometimes. I always think, oh, that person's going to think I'm so weird. Oh my God, they must think I'm so strange. Or they must think, oh, why is she wearing that? Write in the comments right now on YouTube. Have you ever had those thoughts where you're thinking, what's that person going to think of me? That person must be thinking I'm strange. That person must be thinking, look at her hair. Why do we think that? Because they probably aren't even thinking that. They really aren't. So we've got to look at ourselves. Are we too quick to assume and presume what other people are thinking when they might not even be thinking those thoughts, okay? So this isn't just about other people. This is also about us. We need to do inner work on ourselves. Why are we feeling that other people may be judging us? Maybe there's been a comment that someone said to you in your childhood that you have been living with right until today, right until this present moment. I want you to write it down and address that. Any thoughts that you have about other people, it may have been something that's happened to us in our childhood, or maybe last week someone said something to you. Just because someone else said it, it doesn't mean everyone else is thinking that. Okay? I also want you to think this. Whose life are you living? Whose life are you living? Because even if you've got to that point now where, you're not assuming people are judging you, people are actually judging you, people are saying certain things to you which they shouldn't be saying. I want you to think, whose life are you living? Are you living their life, or are you living your own? Why are you stopping yourself from making yourself happy by starting that business, by getting your hair cut a certain way, by starting a YouTube channel? You need to drown out those other voices of other people, because you're not living their life. You are living your own life. You can't live your life dictated by someone else's terms. Remember, this is the Breakaway podcast where we live life our way. You are living your life on your own terms. okay? Something else that's very practical that you can do is surrounding yourself with people that understand your situation. Surround yourself with people that are already doing what you want to do. So if you do want to set up a business, then go to networking events where there's going to be other business owners and entrepreneurs there. If you take my situation as an example. So I'm a single mum and I have got incredible friends. However, some of them don't understand my situation because they aren't a single mum as well. So I have got one friend who is a single mum. So any time that I might need to have a little bit of a moan, or any time I need someone to really understand what I'm going through, I will talk to my friend that's a single mum, because she really understands what it's like to not have another wage coming in, to look after a child, by yourself. I'm looking after a child by myself on a single wage, trying to run a business, doing all the stuff that maybe a dad would do. And some of my other friends, even though they may have empathy towards me, they won't ever understand it because they haven't lived this life. And again, that's not their fault. That's not their fault. So this is what I'm trying to say, that whatever situation you're in, have people who have experienced or are currently experiencing what you're going through, because you do need someone in your life that is on that journey with you. It's the same of, my son is nearly 11 now. So even though I've been through that newborn stage and the toddler years, if I have a friend who has got children that are a newborn baby, even though I've got so much empathy towards them, they need to have someone in their life that is going through that journey with them. Because even though I've had that whole thing of not sleeping in the night, that was 11 years ago for me. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So you always need someone who is in your current situation or who has been there. Okay? Like I said, some practical things that you could do to find people who are like you and who are in your situation. Go to networking events. Sign up for things on Eventbrite, on meetup.com. Connect with people on social media. If you hear someone's YouTube video or a podcast, don't be afraid to drop them a message on social media, because you may be surprised. They may reach back out to you and just give you that guidance that you're looking for, that support. Reach out to them on social media, maybe join clubs as well, specific clubs with interests that you've got. There's so many practical things that you can do to build up a network of people who are going to be there for you and support you, okay? You might have current friends who don't, and that's okay. You need to go and get some new friends who are going to understand what you're going through and support you as well. That's so important that you do that. I felt demotivated very recently. This was only last week, and I reached out to some people who are going through this entrepreneurial journey with me. I reached out to them and say, look, I'm really struggling with this aspect of my business right now. How did you find it? Are you still going through the same problem? And all of them reached back out to me. And just to have a message back from those people, it makes such a difference, okay? So whatever situation you're in, apply that tip to your life and find there are so many people out there that can help you, okay? The last thing I'm going to say to you is that if people are judging you, how to really get over that fear of being judged by others is understand this, that the people that are judging you, they're just scared. They are just scared to change their own life, and they're projecting that fear onto you. So do you see how this is kind of a vicious cycle now? Because you're scared and you've got fear of being judged by others, but you are fearing the judgment of others who are also scared of the judgment of others. Does that make sense? So do you see it's this vicious cycle of people being scared of others, but then that person is scared of someone else, and that person is being feared of the judgment of others, and it goes round and round and round. Break the cycle. That's why you're listening to this right now. You are here on the Breakaway podcast because you want to live a different life. You want to challenge society and you want to live life on your own terms. So you need to take part of this responsibility. It's your responsibility to break the cycle. Okay, live life on your own terms. And remember that the people that are judging you, they are just scared themselves to change. Change can be scary. It really can. If you are so used to life doing maybe you are in a job right now and you're working 9 to 5 and you really want to start your own business. You want to break away and do something else. That is scary to do that. It's a big decision. But everything we've covered today, it can help you to really own that decision and go for it. We only live once. So we've got to get out of this fear cycle. We've got to stop feeling that we're being judged by other people, and we've got to live life our own way. Okay? And I want to help you. If you want to start a YouTube channel, if you are like, I want to leave my job, I want to see if I can build up a brand, build up a business on YouTube, I've put together a free training for you. Go and check that out. Go and share your message. Be brave, be confident, get out your comfort zone. I want to help you grow from absolutely nothing, from scratch, all the way to 10,000 subscribers. Just go to 10kyourway.com, okay? That's 10kyourway.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, also subscribe to this YouTube channel. I've got loads more episodes on the way for you as well. If you're listening to this on Spotify and iTunes, again, hit that subscribe button and you will get notified every time I upload new episodes. And that was the end of season 1. That was season 1 of the Breakaway podcast. I'm going to be back in a week's time. We're not going to have a massive break, just a week. So in 1 week's time, I am going to be back with season 2 of the Breakaway podcast, where we challenge society, we tackle taboo topics, and I just want to help you to live a better life. I want to help you to thrive forward, become a happiness hunter, thrive forward, and do life your way. This is the Breakaway podcast. I will leave the link below this audio or video for you to go and listen back to the whole of season 1, and I can't wait to see you in season 2. Loads more amazing guests for you, loads more topics that we can get sunk into. Like I said, I just want to help you to change your life and thrive forward. Also, I'm going to be putting a schedule together so you know exactly when we upload new episodes. At the moment, I've kind of just been uploading them on a weekly basis, but as and when. But season 2, we are going to have specific day, so you know to come and check YouTube or go and check your Spotify or iTunes when a brand new episode has been released. Thank you, by the way, for subscribing to this channel, for subscribing to this podcast, and do comment below on if there's anything you want me to talk about, anything at all. I just want to break away from the norm. Let's do things differently because this is our life. We've got to own it. Let's own our lives and thrive forward. Okay, I would love to hear from you. Just comment below and I will see you in season 2 of the Breakaway podcast.
Are you ready to thrive?
Be sure to join us next time.
If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review on iTunes.